Well, you're a little way into your Hull Kingston Rovers career. How have you found it so far?
Good. I'm really enjoying my time here at the minute. Obviously, like you said, I think I'm only 4 games in, but I'm really enjoying the playing group. I think we've got a great set of lads here. It was a bit difficult to move over at first, from moving over from Manchester to Hull, but now I'm all settled in. I live in the city centre, so there's plenty to do, and yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying my time.
Oh, you've come from the big bright lights of Manchester to the provinces of Hull. What have you made it? What have you made of it?
It's not as big and as busy as Manchester, but I found a nice few coffee shops and that. I need to find a good golf club, and then I'll be set.
Oh, right. Well, there's plenty of golf courses around.
I know. Just hopefully the weather gets a little bit better.
Yeah. So what about golf? Are you any good at it, or are you hacked from one side to the other?
I'm all right, yeah. I'm not bad off the tee. My putting's atrocious.
Yeah.
My chip was not too bad. But if you want a game, give us a shout.
do you when the weather gets better, you're gonna have a golf session with the players that like to play?
I hope so, yeah. I think there's quite a few here who like around, but I think they're all fair with their golfers as well. So wait till the sun's out and then we'll have a crack.
Are you, what sort of standard do you play to?
Oh well, when I was younger, I used to play off around about 10, but now I'm probably about 20. So
well, you know what they say: the more you practice, the easier the game gets.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
So you're from the northeast, and rugby league seems to be taking off a little bit up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'm from North Shields, which is just on the coast. And yeah, when I was growing up, it wasn't really a big thing. But now I think with the likes of Thunder doing so well, and like getting the kids involved, the youth program, the community work and stuff, I think they're doing really well. They've still got quite a long way to go to compete with rugby union in football, but they're making progress and they're doing really well, and it's great to see.
Yeah, just talk to me about the Magic Weekend. Lots is said about, sort of it's good to take it to the hinterlands. But has it had an effect that the Rugby Football League would have liked and Super League would have liked, or is that just hype?
No, I think it has. I mean, I get a lot of messages from my mates who aren't really into rugby league. They're only really into it because I play it, and they'll come and watch me. But they'll bring their friends along, and it's a good spectacle because I think we can all agree rugby league is a great sport just to watch. The physicality, the speed, and just the high quality games that we have in Super League. So to have it all in one place in a brilliant stadium in the centre of a booming town, couldn't think of anything better.
So where did it all start for you, rugby league wise? Because it would have been easy to go into the rugby union with, the play Kingston Park and there's big rugby union with Darlington Mowden Park and Alnwick and all these sides. How did you go for rugby league rather than rugby union?
Well, I was like you say, I was a bit of a late bloomer at rugby league. I didn't really start playing. I was about 15. When I was growing up, I did every sport under the sun: football, cricket, tennis, boxing, MMA, anything you could think of. I did it, and then got to about 15 and started playing rugby union for a team called Percy Park.
Yes, I know it. Yeah.
Yeah. So just loved my time there as a kid growing up. It was brilliant. And then this is when I was in high school. They were running a Northeast regional program. I don't know if you can remember. There was like a Northeast county and then a Midlands and a Cumbria. So I just went to them trials and just fell in love with the game. And from there, that's just things kind of branched off, did well, and got can you remember the ACE apprenticeship scheme? Yeah. Like go to college as well as doing full-time rugby. So just got stuck into that and things luckily went my way. Actually came down and played for Hull KR when I was younger, and then got signed to Huddersfield off the back of that. But yeah, it was a great program. There's quite a few people who have benefited from it, like Will Mayer, the previous Hull KR player, Brandon Moore, who's at Halifax now, he was at Castleford, Matty Davis, who's at Lee. So yeah, there's plenty of players who are still benefiting from that program.
The North East Regional coach for the RFL was Lee Crooks. Did you come across him up there?
Yeah, so my coach at the time was Andy Kelly.
Yeah.
So
former Cornwall coach, Widnes, yeah.
So then Andy left after a couple of years, and then we were too old, so we graduated, and then Lee Crooks took over. So I worked with him a bit. Crooks, he's a good lad. He's a good laugh. He's a great bloke. So worked with him quite a bit. And yeah, so it was good. He had a great involvement up there, I think, and we're still seeing the benefits from what the likes of him and Andy Kelly have done for the youth setup up there.
The pathway still there then with the Newcastle Thunder? Yeah,
I think so. Just a different name. Like obviously, there's no North East program, like apprenticeship scheme, but the Thunder Academies is doing great. You know, it goes all the way down to under 16s, and then they've got the community clubs under that. There's also a pathway from university, which I was, you know, really enjoyed and took part in. And Thunder got a lot of players from university who are still there, like Alex Clegg, youngsters like Dan Coates, Jed Charlton. So there's a big talent pool in there that they're using. Talk
about trying to expand rugby league into different areas, and you know, there was a previous club called XIII Thunder that eventually folded and merged with Hull FC for a Super League place, and then it seemed to die off. But do you see a pathway for the likes of Newcastle and a support base in the Northeast for rugby league? Because at the moment, it's sort of teetering on the brink of will it, won't it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think that they've got a loyal fan base. There's not loads of fans, but they're there, and obviously some results aren't going their way, so that will dwindle a bit. I think what's key for Thunder is just success, have a good season. I know they've got Chris Thorman in now as a new coach. New coach.
He's a North East lad as well, isn't he?
Aye, from Wales End, yes. Not too far from me, aye. So yeah, it's like, you know, just having local people who are, you know, great players, and it'll create a culture at the club. So, and then touching on your point, expansion, you know, role for expansion and touch, you know, spreading our game and getting more people involved, more people watching it at games, watching it on telly. So yeah, we're all for it, but it's a tough gig, isn't it?
It is. It's a tough gig indeed. And talking about a tough gig, what about going to Wakefield on a pitch that, let's say it could be problematical. Let's hope it's not. How do you view it?
Well, I haven't seen the pitch since it's been redone, so we're not really thinking about it. We've got a job to do. In going there and getting the win. So that's all we're focusing on is our performance. We're not going to let things like the pitch get in our way or distract us from the job in hand.
You can't afford to, can you? It's a tough enough job without having something else in the back of your mind, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tough job as it is going to Wakefield. We know they've got some great players. They're facing some adversity as well, so it should be a good game.
Are they underachieving, do you believe? Do you think they're better than what the results would suggest?
Well, I know they're a great team, but look, it's early doors, isn't it? Everyone's getting losses here and there, so we can't really make a judgment call this early into the season. But we just know they're a great team with great strike, and we're going to have to, you know, pull out a good performance to get the win. Well,
they went 3 games without scoring, lost 3 games, and were nilled in all of them. So I would imagine that not giving them any encouragement early doors is the name of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but even looking at the game against Salford just gone, they ran them close. So we know Salford are a great team as well. So they'll be coming into this game with a bit of form. So we need to weather the storm and just focus on ourselves.
3 games on the spin you've lost. You won't want that one to continue, will you?
No, absolutely not. Who would?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We can take some positives out of our losses, really. I thought we did it tough against Catalan, especially going down to one middle on the bench. Us middles were doing some big minutes in there, and I was really proud of our group. Unfortunately, just a few errors and giving the ball up cheaply, and you can't let a team like Catalan do that. So, yeah, we're focusing on ourselves this week, fixing up a few errors in training, but we've just had a great session outside there, so we're all ready to go.
It is all about damage limitation when you've got the ball. This season, you've made a lot of unforced errors. You're giving a lot of penalties away, and you're giving a lot of 6 agains away, which means that you're making it harder for yourself than it need be, Sam.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there. It's tough. You can't give teams repeated 6 agains, because eventually, you will
Forget you.
I mean, you look at the Salford Warrington game. Even Paul Rowley was going on about the 6 again rule. 6 again, 6 again, 6 again. Eventually, the back end of the game you will break. So, yeah, we just need to be a bit cleaner in our D, fix up them penalties and not give the ball away cheaply. Yeah.
How hard has it been with the fact that you've had Lachlan Coote out, you've had you've got your skipper Skidsy out, Jordan Abdul's missing this week again. It seems that spine, Matt Parcells in this week, but has missed a game. It doesn't seem as though you can get the continuity in the spine just at the moment.
Aye, well, like you say, there's a lack of consistency with people going in and out, but that's the sport, really, isn't it? There's things that are out of your control. But I'm happy with the quality and depth we've got here. So it's just, we put a positive spin on it. It's an opportunity for someone else to grab this game by the scruff of the neck, get their opportunity and have a go. So, yeah, we'll miss players, but it is what it is. We still have our standards and we'll still adhere to them.
How have you gone, do you feel?
I think I've done all right, yes. I think for myself personally, as long as I I will give 100% effort every game. Some performances might go my way and some not, but my effort will be there. I think my current form at the minute's been really well. I'm coming off the bench, so Willie just tasked us with the job of changing the game, bringing some intent and some energy, and try and lift the side. And I think I've done that so far. But we have review after every game. There's always a few things that I've missed or whatever. So I'm always looking to learn, and we've got great coaches with Magsy, Willie, Hodge, and Frogger to improve my game. So yeah, I'm going all right, but still plenty to do.
Yeah, indeed. In terms of fitness, is this the fittest you've been after that? Well, it was a long pre-season, was it? And Willie didn't spare you, did he?
No, I didn't think it was going to end. But yeah, it's just definitely one of the fittest I've been. The amount of running we did was unreal. So definitely feeling the rewards from that early on. So just, yeah, and you'll get fitter as the games go on. The more you play as well, getting fit during the game. So yeah, can only look for bit better fitness towards the end.
Yeah, bit better fitness, bit better results. Are you very, very confident that you'll be where you want to be come the important time of the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I wasn't, what's the point? I know we've got a great team here. We've got great attacking threat. So if I didn't believe we could get the job done, what's the point? We've got a great team. And I think the results will start going our way once we start fixing up those little details.
Sam, lovely to talk to you. Nice to see you. And away the boys.
Cheers, mate. All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Is that it?
We're all done. Cheers, mate.